Don't forget to hit the like button.
Be sure to subscribe
And push the notification bell.
to know when new videos are dropped.
Welcome to Mr. Peacock and Friends Hidden Treasures. We're all wondering what you're going to be doing today.
I'm so excited, it finally arrived, Mrs. Peacock.
What arrived?
Oh, the Peacock and Pig Cemetery Sculpture Monument.
Yeah, is it finally here?
They tell us, and they sent us some pictures, and boy, it looks as good as it did when they had it in China and showed us what it looked like in China. Tell us the story, Mrs. Peacock. This is a long process, and it's your thing, and it's your fault, because this would not have happened if it wasn't your idea, Mrs. Peacock.
Yeah, I think that's probably true. We used to go to the Iowa State Fair all the time, and there was a booth there that had silver-colored pig. I love this pig. I wanted this pig forever and ever and ever. Every year we went, and finally I said, I want that pig on top of my tombstone at the Harlan Cemetery. So we eventually did 5 pig, but we had a lot of issues after that.
Yeah, the problem is you got to check with your local cemetery for their specifications, and unfortunately, Harley did not meet within the specifications that the cemetery board wants. So Harley had to be scrapped, and you had to come up with another concept.
Yeah, that's what they called that pig at that booth. They called him Harley, the State Fair pig. We didn't really know that until we bought him, but he did. So we had gone to a local monument company to see if we could put Harley the pig on top of my tombstone. And they said, no, we couldn't. And then they came up with a bunch of other ideas of etching and that kind of...
Cookie cutters, let's do this. We'll make it just like this. And it's really interesting because you'll love it. It'll look just real. I said, nope, we want a normal thing that looks like a real pig and a real peacock.
Yeah, that's right. And so that's kind of where we left it with them. And we never heard from them again, but we got in the car. And guess who had a fit?
She did.
No, he had a fit. He said, I want a peacock. Hey, that's true. I want to have a peacock. You're not thinking about me. I want a peacock. And I'm like, yeah, you can have them, but we stopped because of the pig.
Yeah, it went on and on.
Yes, it did.
But ultimately, Mrs. Peacock is always right, and she got her way.
Yeah, this is true.
And then, what happened next, Mrs. Peacock? Did we find something better or what?
We started looking on the internet, looked for all kinds of monument places. We emailed, we telephone called, and finally we came up with one place that came up with a concept that we thought we could live with.
Yeah, it was based on a photograph that I took that was on a logo of our stationery back in our earlier days, and it was perfect. And then it went from there.
Yeah, it sure did. They had to figure out how to get it all together and send it to get engraved. And where'd they send it?
It went to China.
Oh!
Oh yes, we had the most talented stone sculptures in China. They wanted to know why we would want a peacock sculpted into a stone for a cemetery monument. And I said, I'm Mr. Peacock, that's why.
Yeah, and of course I like pigs and was definite about having a pig. They didn't think that was unusual.
No, pigs are kind of a big deal over there in China, but for us, pigs and peacocks are where it's at.
So this whole thing has taken probably about 3 years at least.
Yeah, it took 2 years to get it down to the spot, and then it took a year from when we sat down and talked with them and had to go from China, the slow boat to USA from China, and it took forever, and we thought we were going to get it in the cemetery before the snow fell. Mm-mm.
That didn't happen.
No.
And then, what else happened?
Well, we had a slab which they placed the monument down, and it was there, and we went out to the cemetery to check it out, and we thought it was going to come, and winter came before the monument came because we had issues with the wonderful peacock feather that we wanted to have etched in the stone. The concept of that was hard. Finally, they got it.
Finally, we have everything we think the way it is, but we haven't seen it, so I think we should go see it.
I'm so excited. Let's go see the Peacock Pig Cemetery Monument Sculpture.
Yes, let's go.
Mrs. Peacock, it's finally here, and so are we. We get to see our first view of our Peacock and Pig cemetery monument sculpture. And let's go show everybody.
Yeah, I know. I can't wait. But first, we have to go through the family plot. And this is Dad, Lowell Buck. And what did he do?
He was very famous for his Lowell's Limericks in our newsletter back for about 20 years when we published it. Let's continue, Mrs. Peacock.
That's right. And here's Mom, Phyllis Jones. Then we have my brother Rodney and niece Shelley. Then Grandma and Grandpa. And guess what? We're up here.
We're there. Oh my goodness. And here it is. The sculpture. And boy, is it ever so beautiful.
Isn't it great?
I'm so very excited to see this wonderful carving of a peacock. And it was difficult, wasn't it, Mrs. Peacock?
It was extremely difficult to get the concept of a peacock to the carvers of how it should look like. So you eventually sent them a picture of an envelope we had.
Yeah, the envelope that I had was very similar to what you see here with the stump and the peacock standing on the stump. And I love how they carved out the stone. Within the perimeter of the stone, they came in here very skillfully and chiseled out his top crown down to his side feathers and then to the stump. This is absolutely beautiful. And of course, there's Charlie the pig over there.
We have to have a pig. He's got these nice big ears and of course a curly tail. But most of all, he's got this cute little nose.
I'm so thrilled to see the detail in the carving of the peacock feathers, not only in the front, but in the back, and then it goes around the stump. And Mrs. Peacock, tell us some more about the rest of the backside of this monument.
On the backside, we listed the parents' names and the brothers and the sisters. And at the bottom, we have this beautiful peacock feather, which is really nice. And then, of course, we've got the pig.
You've just seen the Peacock Pig Cemetery Monument Sculpture at the Harlan, Iowa Cemetery.
That's right, it was a pig, it was a peacock. I think it's pretty good, looks pretty good. I like it.
I love the sculpture, and you got to go there to check it out.
That's right, and I think you guys, if you want something special like we did, better do it.
Yes, and we want to make sure that long after we're gone, they'll remember Mr. Peacock and Mrs. Peacock.
That's right. I think time's up, so I think we gotta go.
Oh no, if that's the case, I'll say see you all later, and we hope to see you again on another Hidden Treasures.
See you later.
Order The Wacky World of Peafowl books at peafowl.com.